This is the story of a turkey vulture that was trapped under the carcass of a 300-pound dead grey seal that washed up on a beach during a storm on Brier Island, Nova Scotia, December 15, 2019. Robert Galbraith and Jeff Gratto found and rescued the bird after spending the day photographing the storm. Storms are the great equalizer on the ocean. Seals can be tossed onto jagged shoreline rocks, resulting in severe injuries and death. A young seal rolls in pain after being tossed against the rocks, breaking its ribs. Its chances of survival are extremely slim. An adult turkey vulture on the left and a juvenile vulture feed on a seal carcass at Pond Cove beach as the tide subsides. This pair may actually be parent and offspring. A nearby colony of seals provide the vultures with an important part of their diet when dead seals wash up onto the shoreline. Vultures tussle for position while feeding. The pushy or aggressive bird is a juvenile. Turkey vultures are very social, family-oriented birds that are considered repulsive by many, but provide an essential role in nature. When the rescuers first saw the trapped vulture, they assumed it was dead. Its left wing was exposed and blowing violently in the wind. It appeared broken. Most of its primary feathers were tattered and damaged. The bird was covered in seal oil and fragments of seal flesh, with most of its body under the seal. As they got closer to see if it was alive, the bird blinked. It must have been feeding on the seal during the storm when an errant wave hit, rolling the seal onto the vulture. They had to get the seal off of the wounded bird. Jeff Gratto grabbed the board lying nearby and started trying to push the seal off the bird. The seal was so heavy it would hardly budge. The bird was exhausted and didn't move and could well be suffering from shock and hypothermia. It had to be placed in a quiet, warm, dark location where one could hope it might survive the night. If it did, it would need to be taken to a veterinarian for professional treatment. Galbraith took a turn at carrying the bird along the slippery shoreline, first wrapping a towel around its body to immobilize its wings and prevent further damage. At the car, they packed the bird into a shopping bag before placing it in the trunk to further immobilize it for the 10-minute drive to Gratto's home. There, the bird is placed in a cardboard box lined with a shallow layer of wood shavings and pierced with holes for ventilation, then placed in a warm location where it wouldn't be disturbed. The following morning, the vulture was still alive. In fact, it was alive and kicking. It had attitude, which was great to see. At the Brier Island ferry, a volunteer with the animal rehabilitation group, Hope for Wildlife, was waiting to drive the bird on the first leg of its journey to the Hope for Wildlife facility in Seaforth, just outside Halifax. The vulture takes the first of 2 ferry trips to reach the mainland before continuing on its journey. This is probably the first wild vulture ever to take a ferry ride. The sun rises over Grand Passage. The storm has passed.